beat the man, and I'm saying, woo, right here.
Hey, good evening, everyone. We had a technical difficulty. For some reason, it didn't register. The show didn't register on YouTube, but I just made the change. So people should start popping in here. That was my bad. I don't know. I never had that to happen before because normally I set it up for Facebook, YouTube, and it'll just register. But Miss Buffalo straightened me out, got me straight. So we good to go now. Sorry about that, y'all. So panel, go ahead and introduce yourself. Before we get into that, I just want to let people know that Glass City, they are actually in the middle of finding a place. They sold their house, so now they kind of really pushing to find a place of their own. And probably the next 3 to 4 weeks, we're gonna have people sitting in, filling in for them. Tonight we got Mike, Iron Mike, as I call him, flipping goodies, sitting in tonight for Glass City Pickers. So, Panda, go ahead and introduce yourself when we get this show on the road.
Yo, what's good, Mess All Diggs? eBay superstar, YouTube sensation, Instagram celebrity, chef reseller. That ought to do it.
All right, sounds good. I'm Michael Flipping Goodies, and don't even compare to that intro. So, I sell on all platforms except for it's easiest to do it this way, except for Macari and Poshmark.
All right, and everybody that don't know me, I am Buffalo Picker, part-time reseller, full-time fellow employee, retired military as well. Our special guest tonight is Leroy Blood, Sweat, and Sales. I couldn't do it like Picking in the Hood too. I was trying to work on it, but he's our special guest tonight, and I'm going to turn the floor over to him. Leroy, basically, tell the audience whatever you would like them to know. If you got any questions in the chat for Leroy or Iron Mike Flipping Goodies or Mess All of myself, drop it in the chat, and we'll definitely highlight it.
What's going on, guys? My name is Leroy. Blood, Sweat, and Soul. I sell out of Spartanburg, South Carolina. Grew up in New England. My niche is tools. I really like selling tools. I mainly sell on eBay, and I sell a couple flea market spots, and I do auto swap meets. It's all tools for me. I get into some other stuff, but it's all tools, guys.
Right. So, how long you been doing the resale game at the flea market and stuff like that?
Since I was 19, so over 20 years.
And are you doing it right now in South Carolina, or are you on break from that?
Nope. The truck's all loaded up. I got 4 more boxes to put in there when I'm done with your show, and I'll leave in the morning around 5:30.
Right.
And I'll have two spaces, which the place where I'm going, it's they provide the tables, but you can move them. So you get 2 tables. It's $12 a spot. I bring my own table, so by the time I'm done, I'll probably have about 13 tables, and that's no joke.
Right.
And just set up shop until about 2:00 and cash my money, count my money at the end of the day.
Is it a long drive for you?
No, not this one. Sometimes they are. I'll go. Sometimes, like when I go back up north to Rhode Island, I'll sell 2 or 3 times up there. So I'll make it a longer trip. But the one I'm be at tomorrow is only about 15 miles away.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Messal, do you have any questions for Leroy about what he do with reselling? I think most of his reselling is surrounding the flea market scene. If I'm mistaken on that, let me know, Leroy. Is that correct or no?
I do eBay. Too.
Okay.
I have about 500 items on eBay.
Okay. Somebody said they come to get their 10% from you, man. All right. So, Mess Hall, you got any questions?
Yeah. So are you just a one man show, one man band for everything?
Yeah, just me. Yes, sir.
Wow. So you pack up, move out, set up, repack, do all that stuff by yourself, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Because
But
I know
that's
I
separate.
know.
That's a totally separate business. You know what I mean? You guys know that's totally separate. It's not mixed in with the eBay. So all that stuff has its own totes, and I'll cycle through if I feel that some of the stuff is stale, or if like what I did this week. I was like, all right, yeah, this is in my death pile, but it's been in my death pile. You know what? I'm putting a tag on it. It's going out the door because I know how to get stuff. I can get stuff here, so I don't have to worry about I don't have enough inventory. No, if I haven't listed it in the last 4 months, then it needs to go.
Yeah. And it's you said mostly tools, right? So is it
Yeah,
a lot of like piece by piece laying out at the flea markets?
yeah.
And
Yep.
that's some
If you
tedious
guys
work.
want to, I don't know if anybody has my Instagram. I think Jennifer Hayes is here. If you want to check out my Instagram, I show a lot. Like I'll definitely do it for you guys tomorrow. I'll show you guys my setup and stuff like that on my Instagram.
Man, that's cool. So you grew up in New England. You live in South
Providence.
Carolina, and you're a Steelers fan.
Yes.
Can you explain that one to me? I'm confused on that one.
You're confused on that one. Being raised in New England, they have all the winning teams, I guess, but mine came a lot earlier than that. For me, when the Patriots were horrible, but I started watching TV and I saw on the tuna cans they had the steel symbol, and I'm like, what is that? And I didn't know. And then one time I made a bet with my uncle, and I had to make a bet what team I was going to pick to stay up late. And I picked the Steelers because that was the symbol that I remember on the tuna cans.
Yeah.
And then, probably, I don't know how old I was, 14, 15. I started seeing them, and I started seeing certain guys and started watching them, and I stayed with my team.
Been a fan ever since, huh?
Yeah. And it's nice down here because there's actually a Buffalo knows. There's actually a club down here that I'm in. We got about 40 members, and we're all Steeler fans, and we go to different Steeler games. We do community service. We do bowling. We do weight loss challenges, everything.
No, that's fun. That's good
Yeah.
stuff. So you're full-time resale, right?
Yes, sir.
Full-time?
Yep.
So when you decide you're taking a day off or a couple days off or whatever it is, like what are you doing on a day off? That's what I want to know. What are you doing for like self-care, relaxation type stuff?
Buying stuff at the flea market.
That's the day off.
So there's no day off then.
There's no day off. No.
Yeah, I got you.
When I go back
Johnny,
home,
I saw your comment, Johnny.
when I go back home is probably my day off on my way. I'll go back up north every 4 months or so. So I'll it'll be away from that, but still I'll go up there. I have buddies. I'll work up there. So no, I don't take a day off.
Okay.
So, all right, let me before we move on, let me give a shout out to the chat, man, because I'm way behind. I want to give a shout out to New England Betty Boot for being the first in the chat. All in one package. Everybody knows it's Miss Buffalo. And I'm just going to go down, just giving the shout outs here. Lucky Charm Wendy, Jennifer Hayes, Tanya Collier, Hollywood Resellers. What happened? What's up, Derek? Gulf Coast Pickers, Pamela. Love Golf 1212. Caves and Root, what's going on, Johnny? Johnny was actually sitting in as a panel of the guests last week. Picking in the Hood, too. What's going on, Marie? Thrifty Junker, appreciate you all coming out. LKL Graphics Key, what's going on, Jersey Gypsy? Appreciate you coming out. Let's see, who else in here? I think that's everybody. Oh, Bill Bixby. What's going on, Bill? I think I got every. Oh, Doc Diggles and Nita. I think that's how you pronounce your name. Appreciate you all coming out. Miss Hall, do you have anything else?
No, I'm good. Go ahead, flip them goodies.
All right.
So I got a couple of questions on this because I've never done a flea market. So I'm assuming you said $12 a table, but I'm assuming different areas require different fees for each table.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what was the highest you've seen that you've paid for like a table spot in a?
So I'm gonna put a wrench in it a little bit, and that was no pun intended. But so when I do an auto swap meet, sometimes it will be like $150 a spot, and I'll have to get 2 spots. But that's not one day. That would be 2 days or 3 days.
Okay,
So you have a setup day, then you have your sell on Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
okay.
So, but the most I've paid for one day is up in Jersey. There's a spot outside the Meadowlands Flea Market, and that's $100 a spot, and the spots are 3 parking spots. Big.
So can you go in any way with your table? So like you can make aisles if you had to kind of maximize.
Yeah, you gotta like that's probably I mean I've been doing it for a long time, but you gotta really know your stuff. You gotta get all your stuff on your tables. And for me, I set up a little different than most people where everything is priced and everything is laid out. So you can see all my stuff. You don't have to ask me if me and you are talking, Mike, and somebody else comes over. They don't have to say, "Hey, excuse me, how much? How much?" They can see right there, and then they can decide if I'm way too high or they want to work with me.
Okay, and then I have a couple more questions. If I walked up to you and said, like for example, I'm looking at your table and you have a lot of 25 and 10 and I say how much for everything. Do you have that in your head already, or is that something that you would have to kind of mull over?
If I can be honest with you, whenever those kind of deals come up, I always get froze and I always get shortchanged because they're hitting you, and then you're thinking, how much did I make today so far? So did I already make my quota? Do I need to make my quota? So it depends. Like sometimes I let it go too cheap because they want so much, and then it depends on if they're regular customers. I try not to go to the same place like 5 times in a row.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sort of like a gypsy in a sense. So I tell them, hey, listen, I won't be here next week. So, but if they try to bundle, I'll work with them because I want to move my stuff. I don't want to bring it out next week.
Well, for buyers like myself, that's one of my plays. I love to go in because they seem like you said, you get flustered and overwhelmed by the amount that I'm offering to buy. And then all of a sudden throw a lowball price at me, then I jump on it. You're like, whoa, wait a second, did I just sell it too cheap? You know what I'm saying? So that's something I love to do. So my next question would be, do you do like vintage planers? Do you look for stuff like that, like the vintage tools, or you try and stay more current?
It's mainly current. A lot of the vintage stuff I'll put on eBay. I don't know. You got to be careful with a lot of the vintage stuff because you could pay too much and you can lose your shorts. So if I'm buying a Stanley wood plane for $3 or $4, I'm all in because I can piece it out even if I had to on eBay and still make $30 out of it. But most of my stuff is small hand tools, screwdrivers, pliers, hammers, ratchets. I'll get into some hardware, bolts, hinges, stuff like that. Really not really. I'm not a power tool guy. I'm not a gas tool guy. I'll get some, like I have some going out tomorrow. They don't work. I want $20 for them. You want them, take them. You don't, I'll pot them out and I'll make double. So.
Okay. So then one more time, if you don't mind, just one more. Can you give us, like, I know, like for me, when I'm looking, I know Snap-on and Craftsman. Those are the two I know. But then I see you like Proto and Forged. And so is there a top 5 in the tool category that we should all be looking for when we're out at estate sales, garage sales, or whatever, or top 3?
Stirret is mainly a machinist tool. They're usually in red boxes or red packaging.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually a weird looking machinist item. They have rulers and stuff like that. Stirret is, when I see Stirret, I'm paying up and I want it. Any like Greenlee for hand tools, like for electricians, they have Greenlee.
Mm-hmm.
That's always one that I'm gonna buy right away. And some of the older craftsmen, of course, Snap-on and stuff like that. But some of the older Snap-on stuff is a sleeper, and I'll make more off of that than I will off of a Snap-on tool. Now I look for specialty tools, so I'm not going and just jumping on a socket. If it's a swivel socket and it's a different color, or if I've never seen it, you guys know, you guys, we've all been selling for a long time. If you haven't seen something before and you can get it for $2 or $3, it's worth it just to learn what it is. Even if you had to sell it again for $2, but to learn what it is and put that little bit of research in. If you're not learning every day and you're just trying to make that dollar, then you're going to plateau. But if you try to learn every day and think you can't see it from here, but I got rolls of wrapping paper. I've been dealing with wrapping paper. Please don't ask me why. I have no idea. But I've been selling some Christmas wrapping. I got vintage wrapping paper, and I'm selling these little rolls for $10 a roll. I don't know why. So I'll go in a little bit to other stuff, but my passion is in the tools.
All right, Tommy, I'm done. I don't want to take up your whole show. Sorry. I do have one more question popped into my head, if you don't mind.
No, this is what it's all about, man. If you got questions, put it out there, because the questions that you ask may be on someone else's mind in the chat, and they just didn't put it in there. So yeah, it's no problem with that. Let me run these buffaloes. The middleman popped me with a $20 super chat. Appreciate you, brother.
Super chat received.
Appreciate that, middleman. So like I said in the green room, man, I really didn't have a whole lot of questions for you. Most of the questions that I had was, when you was first on the show, because I was interested in, the tools that you was basically talking about on your videos and stuff. And I was like, I never met anybody that, like, one of their main niche is tools. So I was kind of fascinated with that. Although all the information that you put out back then, I still haven't moved on it, because I still don't know when I go out there and see those tools. And I see tools especially when I used to go to estate sales a lot. I would see these tools in there, and I would be afraid to grab them. And then I look around and the shelf is clean. So somebody knew, the value of those tools. I just didn't. And, with the information that you gave, which was valuable information, because back then I think myself, Glass City, and Flips to Pay the Bills, we were picking your brain about tools. So this time around on the show, before I say this is, audience, if you have any questions about tools, make sure you drop your questions in the chat about the flea market. Any other thing you have questions about, we're going to kind of speed roll through this, and we definitely want to highlight your questions. But my question is going to flip into Still a Nation. So, what do you think we're going to do for the draft? Or you think we're going to go quarterback, or are we going to,
I don't think they're gonna stay with a quarterback. I think they're gonna try to work with whatever they have,
right,
and see how that pans out. The Steelers are like other teams. I'm not gonna say names, but they're like some of those other teams where if they get a good quarterback late in the draft, they're gonna take him. They don't want to pay, and then if he ends up good, he's gonna get the money. But they don't pay. They want to like put everything together, and then they'll figure it out. They're not going to go and get. I don't think they're going to get another quarterback. I sort of feel decent about this young kid. What's the new one? Trubisky? I can't say his name.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The quarterback from the Bears.
Yeah. I feel like they can work with him.
Oh, okay.
He's a kid from Carolina, right?
Yeah, he played with Carolina Tar Heels. I'm really hoping they get this quarterback from Liberty, but that's a far stretch because once that guy showcased his talents at the combine, all of a sudden everybody got him on the draft board now.
Yeah.
You know, before like who is he? You know, but now everybody wants him. So Steelers kind of dropped down the chart because Steelers had him up high, but now because so many teams are ahead of us on the draft, we probably ain't gonna get him. But I just wanted to ask you that one question because I know it ain't a lot of Steeler fans in the chat, so we ain't gonna run people away because we talking about the Steelers. But I just wanted to ask you that, get your opinion on it.
Yeah.
And so from here, we're just gonna move on to what we accomplished this week. So Mess Hall, you can take it, and then we'll work our way around the room.
So for me, accomplished a lot in my other business that I'm working on. Accomplished a lot. As far as the resale game, I'm still doing that. Still sourcing. Tomorrow there's a lot of yard sales going on tomorrow. Found a couple new spots actually to source at. Antique vintage type stores. Met some really cool people. And the best thing about the new spots is I never really see a lot of people there because they're kind of a grip to drive to. And then, like I always say, every time we're on the show, it's all about networking. Networking is the key to everything in this business. And I actually got the drop on a couple other spots that no one really knows about. I was able to charm a couple older ladies, and they're giving me some info. They're like, "Yeah, we do a lot of antiquing in these certain spots, and there's no one ever over there." I'm like, "Okay, well, give me the address." So, other than that, man, just been cranking my mind, cranking out recipes and stuff for the other business, and took my daughter on a tour to the cosmetology school out here because she's thinking about going to school there. So, just 100 miles an hour, man. Nonstop, like I always do.
All right, Mike.
Me, I'm up next.
Yes, sir.
Well, as I transform my business, as Tommy well knows, I'm in the middle of changing my direction altogether. So I did get what I did was I took my storage locker and I took pictures of it and I put up on Facebook Marketplace. $1,000 buys it all. You can take all my inventory from my storage locker for $1,000. So as I keep transforming the business into what I want it to be by the end of the year, I'm slowly working towards that. Like I said, this week did get a lot done. Hopefully I can get that storage locker sold. There was a lot of good stuff in there. It's just something I just don't want to deal with anymore. And yeah, I mean, that's basically it.
Okay. Blood Sweat. Kent said, show some of your tools. If you up to that, you can do some of that show and tell.
I don't have much today. I don't have
okay.
anything close by today.
I'll make up. Don't worry.
So Leroy, what you accomplished as reselling this week? Leroy,
he froze.
Okay, we're gonna pop him down till he can come back. Let's see. All right. So basically, for me, I've been working with Iron Mike on a few things to get my stores where I want them to be. Trying to get my hands around this Shopify horse because this horse is wild and it has a lot of moving parts. So I'm trying to take advantage of all the features to make this transaction smooth as possible for me once this machine start running. I've been in the warehouse organizing. I got too much inventory, which I'm not complaining. I'm grateful to be in that position, but it requires a lot of work. And I'm going to be pretty much at the warehouse tomorrow and Sunday, grinding it out in some parts of Monday as well, because that's my day off from my regular 9 to 5. So I'm definitely going to be putting some work in to get this place like I want it. and probably in another week or so, I'm going to bring in a hired hand to help me, finalize a few things in there. So definitely going to be full blast in the warehouse. I'm gonna bring Leroy back. All right. Yeah, you had froze, brother.
Yeah, I switched over to my phone.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, if you was done, then I keep talking, but if not, you can go ahead and jump back in.
I forgot where it was. I
Yeah,
forgot
we
where
was
it was.
just
What-
talking
I
about
was
what you
just getting
accomplished.
stuff ready. Yeah, I was just getting stuff ready for the flea market. Still trying to get 10 listings done a day for eBay, and
Right.
just trying to get through some of this older stock so I can. Sometimes you lose the passion, like Mike said, and you just want to get rid of it. And you can source and get more stuff. So if you're not gonna mess with that stuff, just get rid of it and put your money into where your passion is, because you're just gonna tie money up that you don't really have anything, no passion in it.
Right.
That's it.
Um, Hollywood Reseller had a question. He said that are there any brands? I guess he's referring to tools to stay away from.
Like I said, some of the older stuff, if you don't know about it, and be careful, because you could look it up online. You can look up a Stanley plane, and I do have a plane here. This one's a little beat up, but you can look this up, and it might be in mint shape. This is a Stanley 110, and like, oh my goodness, it sells for $69, and you're gonna go buy it, and it looks like mine, and it's only worth $12. So when it comes to the older stuff like that, the collectible older stuff, you got to be careful.
Right. I can't put in here. Stay away from Harbor Freight tools. I can say I made one major purchase from them. I bought a pallet jack, and I used that thing twice, and it broke down. I was trying to figure out, like, what happened. And my brother, he was like, he used to work in a warehouse, so he had to repair some of those. He came in, and he was like, "This your problem right here. They didn't put this screw on tight. If it's loose, the jack is not gonna work." So he was like, this the issue. And I was like, man, I'm like, all the money I paid for this jack, I'm having problems already. But yeah, that's the only thing I bought from them, and I was like, you know what? I just go Home Depot or Lowe's or somewhere.
Now there's some Harbor Freight stuff that I will grab. Again, it will be specialty stuff, um, that it is worth, if I'm buying it for $5 and I can sell it for $25. There
Right.
is some stuff I don't know that, exactly offhand. I'd have to see it, and then it comes to my mind. But I did want to say hi to everybody in the chat. I'm not chatting in the chat because I'm trying to stay focused on the show.
All right. Yeah. So, I mean, basically, that's pretty much my thing. Is I'm trying to throw in a couple of videos as I go in the warehouse. I pushed out, and before I get in further, I definitely want to thank everybody that been sharing my videos, because I made when I first came back this year and started making videos, I was around 11,100 subscribers. And after making 4 additional videos, I think I'm close to 17,000 subscribers or something around
Awesome.
that. So I know that's coming from the community sharing my content, and I appreciate that. Whoever out there doing it, nobody have hit me up and said, "Hey, I'm sharing this or sharing that," but I know people are, because there's no way those numbers are moving like that, and I just want to let you all know I appreciate it. Um, so that's basically what I'm doing. I'm just in there, grinding, shipping out orders, trying to reorganize because it's growing with all that inventory in there. I'm looking for more space, and I'm trying on the other side of it, just multitasking, trying to get my Walmart, Amazon, Shopify all unified, so I can run from one location, and a couple other things I'm working on. So, but with all that being said, I'm still going to try to push out content so that I can show you all what I'm doing and kind of vlog my process, and keep this show going, because I can also say that I have thought long and hard about canceling this show because of the time that I have, the limited time that I have with trying to get my resale business where I want it to be. And I have a vision of where I want it to be. I kind of talked that briefly over with Mike, and he kind of got an idea of what I'm trying to do as well. So, but because of the support that we get here and the information that we push out, we definitely that's not on the table to let this show go right now. So, but with that being said, we're gonna move on into the talking point for tonight. And the talking point, what made me come up with this talking point is I have been seeing a lot of videos. It started out with one video, and that was Ashley Wheeler. Everybody in the chat that come to this show should know her. She's been on this show probably 4 times, and she's kind of big with Poshmark. So I saw her video, and then I just like kept strolling. You know how we go to YouTube and we'll watch content. Well, as I'm scrolling through day by day watching content, I see several more resellers that been with Posh from day one is basically threatening to leave Posh because of the new changes that they're making with the platform. So I wanted to throw that talking point out there to see what y'all thoughts are on that, if you have any, if you've been keeping up with that. And if you're in the chat and you sell on Poshmark and you have your opinion, make sure you drop it in the chat so I can highlight it. And that's something else that, we can kind of expound on. And anybody else in the chat that may have an answer or may know exactly what you all are talking about, we can highlight that stuff. Because for one, I don't sell on Posh. I think Mess Hall does. Mike, do you sell on Posh?
Nope.
Right. So if y'all got any opinions on that, go ahead and I start out with you, Mess Hall. If you ain't got no opinion, then we'll just roll it around. And if people in the chat dropping their comments, then we'll highlight that. But the question is why is established resellers on Posh threatening to leave the platform?
I have a couple things on Poshmark. It's not really one of my bigger priorities. Probably like number 700 on my priority list. But I don't like the platform at all. It's just too much. You got to spend too much time on it, sharing and liking and sharing and doing all this other stuff. I know my wife sells a lot of things on Poshmark. She hasn't been really having any trouble with anything. I don't know what's going on. I haven't really kept up with it. Like, I don't know if it's algorithm issues or fee issues or what's going on. But yeah, I mean, it's like we always talk about on the show, when we're not really our own boss. We kind of are, but the platforms are the boss. That's who we work for. Unless you're like Leroy and you just go to flea markets and then you just kind of do your own thing. But if you're on a platform and there's changes and you don't like it, I mean, is Poshmark gonna listen? Maybe if you sign a petition, all the big time sellers on Poshmark all get a petition together to try and make changes. Maybe it might affect something. But if that, like, we're all trying to move into different directions with our own businesses. We all have our own vision of where we want to be. And I'm sure the eBays and the Amazons and the Poshmarks have those same visions of moving to where they want to be. And I don't think too many people are really going to disrupt my vision or Buffalo's vision or Flipping Goody's vision. It's our vision. It's our direction. It's our focus. It's how we want to expand, move into the future with what we're doing. And if you're with us, cool. If you're not, find somewhere else to go. I mean, I think that's pretty much my take on it.
Want to give a shout out to that man, the coach, what's going on in Chart F. Appreciate you all coming out. All right. Mike, you got any comment on that?
I have to agree with Mess Hall. I just can't do the social networking side of things. I just don't have the time or the following to do that, because I don't have time to put in to get that following. You know what I'm saying? It's like a big roller coaster ride as far as I'm concerned. So Poshmark has never been something I put a lot of effort into. I think a couple of years ago I made a list of 10 things there and just let them sit. For all I know, they could still be in my closet because I haven't been to that site in eons. I just don't have It doesn't do it for me. Let's put it that way. My new direction with the platforms I can sell on way outweigh that. I mean, it's like my platforms have gone in circles. eBay used to be my only platform.
Right.
That's all I sold on. And then I started to expand. I started talking with Alex and Pete Mancuso on those guys, and they were into Amazon heavy, so I kind of expanded there. And then I went into Shopify with Walmart, and now I just sell everywhere except Mercari and Poshmark. So it's something where I have no opinion on it whatsoever either way. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if the fee hikes from USPS caused an issue over there. I have no clue.
Right. We'll give a shout out to Glad City Pickers. Just talking about y'all. So hope y'all hurry up and find that house so you can get back on the show, guy. Go ahead, Leroy. You got any comment on that?
I've never even been on Poshmark or Mercari, so
Right.
I don't have time. I don't have the time. So I'm that's as far as I can go with that.
Okay. So if anybody in the chat selling on Posh, and we just want to get your thoughts about what's going on with the platform. For what I can gather from Ashley Wheeler video is that the resellers that been there for a minute, they're having an issue with the algorithm that Posh claimed that they would never do once they started that platform. So a lot of people are upset that all of a sudden once they made themselves live on the stock market, they are now changing the way they do business now. Like Mess Hall said in Flipping Goodies, I mean it's their football field. You got to expect that these folks are in business to make money, and changes are gonna come. So it's up to you whether or not you're gonna put up with those changes or you're gonna move on. That's one of the main reasons why I'm trying to set myself up to get my own thing. So that when they tell me thanks but no thanks, I'm still good. So I know Ashley, she's a power seller, and she's gonna make the right decision for her and her family. But still, these platforms they can change at the drop of a hat. For the direction they want to go and how they want to do it. And when you get investors and you selling stocks now for your company, the investors pretty much going to dictate to you how they want the stuff to go because you want to keep them happy. So once they heard about the stock market thing, they should have known that changes were coming because all the companies do that. I'm one that don't sell on Posh and never. I'm like everybody on the panel. I don't have time to be on social media sharing my closet. I'd rather set up an app and have it, okay, so at 10:30, pop this message out saying I got this for sale. I don't want to sit around doing that sharing and all that and making sure I got the followers and stuff like that. I don't want to do that. I rather just like on YouTube, I'd rather make a video and whoever want to come see it, they come see it. They want to put a like on it, put a like on it. They want to subscribe, keep it moving. But I just want to get people opinion on that because I've seen that roaming around YouTube a lot. If you go on YouTube and put in there Posh, I guarantee probably the first 5 or 6 videos are going to be people that are complaining about the change that Poshmark is making to the platform. And if you haven't seen that, take time out to go take a look. I can't really speak about something that I don't do, but I just thought it was interesting, and I wanted to get people opinion on it. Do y'all see any comments in the chat?
Yeah, Betty Boop is laying down some stuff in the
Okay.
chat about
Okay.
Poshmark.
Yeah, let me catch up. All right, so I kind of killed 2 birds with 1 stone. I basically talked about what I accomplished and what I got going on this weekend, and I think you all spoke on that as well. So We'll get into if you got any questions for Amazon, eBay, Walmart, flea market, drop it in the chat. If you new to the show, I appreciate you coming out. If I missed you, it definitely wasn't on purpose. Because I try to give everybody a shout out that take time out to come out to this show. Okay, so I think I caught up here. Yeah, okay. Right, right. Yeah,
So I got a couple more questions for Leroy, if you don't mind, Buffalo.
go ahead.
Yeah, so for someone like me, right? I'm not really a tool person. I go to Home Depot and buy that 600-piece set Cobalt tools for like $19.99, and I'm good, right? So if I'm at the flea market and I stumble across your booth, right, and you're selling tools, do you have some kind of like pitch to someone like me, like, hey, why should I buy this vintage looking hammer when I can get a hammer like this at Walmart for $2.99? Like what's the value in selling these things?
My attitude, my personality sells my stuff for me, and I'm just gonna be straight honest with you guys. If you're picking it up and you're serious, you ain't putting it down. I'm taking your money before you put it back down. Buffalo knows me. Buffalo knows me.
There's actually great money in tools. I
buy my stuff very cheap. So I go to auctions and I buy box lots of stuff for $20, even $50. If I can pull 5 things out of that are worth $20 a piece and put it on eBay, the rest of that box is free. So I can bring it to the flea market and sell it for 50 cents. I don't care. I'll put a price tag on it for $4 or $5. It might be worth 25 on eBay, but I don't care. It gotta go. I already made my money.
Got it. And what's is there still money? Because I know there's what, like metric tools, and then there's standard. Like, do they sell the same? It doesn't matter, or
yeah, they sell the same. Honestly, I probably sell more of the standard, to be honest. And I do sell 50-cent items like all day long. I have bins, and if you guys are, please follow my Instagram. And I'll try hard tomorrow to post pictures and show you guys my setup.
I'm gonna follow right now.
Yeah,
So the thing
of dumping those tools is a great way, because, like he said, 50 cents, $1 bin, and just reach in and grab a bunch of tools and say how much I owe you.
Yeah, and they're crazy because they, like, especially when I do all 50-cent day or all dollar day, they feel that they have to buy $5 worth of tools. It's hilarious. I love it. Right. They feel like they're getting a deal. Like, you're not getting a deal. Oh, this is worth like $4 and he's only selling for 50 cents. He doesn't know what he has. No, I know what I have.
Yeah, the big thing for me is, like, I'll buy, if I'm at a flea market or antique store or something like that, I'll buy, like I lost my 1/4-inch socket or whatever. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna buy this 1/4-inch socket because I know I need it. And I get it home and it doesn't fit the ratchet that I have. You know what I mean? It seems like all the little sockets and ratchets are like different sizes and stuff, man. So I think that would be a good selling point for me too, is like, hey, I got this socket, it's a Cobalt brand. Will this fit the Cobalt brand, or that kind of thing?
A big thing for, just like on eBay and your platforms, Amazon and stuff, I don't know a lot about them, but like with eBay, it's also how you word stuff and how you display it. If you just take it and throw it in a box, I love those guys that throw it in a box, because I'll go buy the whole box and I'm making a living off of it. Right, so right. It's a lot of it is about the way it looks. When they can see it and they can see everything, I get more compliments on, oh wow, you spend a lot of time. Oh, I don't believe you price everything. Yeah, but I sell it. Like, and then it's funny because people will come and they'll watch me, other vendors, and then 3 weeks later they're doing what I'm doing. But like I told you guys, and I'm not being cocky about it, like I told you guys, it's my personality. My personality helps me sell my stuff.
Do you ever run into people that try to correct you on like what you have and what you're selling it as?
Too much, or is that what you're saying? Like,
No, like I heard, like here's an example. Like I had a shirt that I had listed, and from what I researched and gathered, and from what sales were on eBay, sold comps, it was from like the 69 to 70 year time period, like 1969, 1970. And someone wrote me like a 5-paragraph essay and a message on eBay. It's like, actually, this is from 1967. So you have it listed wrong. It's not a 6970, it's a 67. I'm just like, all right, whatever, man. Like, thanks.
Yeah, I get that on eBay. And what I do is if I'm not sure, I put unknown. Or
Yeah.
I listed something last week, had no idea what it was for, what it was used for, and I put up there unknown tool, and I put the price high, $20, and I got people about. By the end of the day, I knew what it was. I could change the listing,
Yeah.
and it ended up selling. Like,
yeah, that's a good that's a good strategy. People will educate you on eBay.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Clay Can and Mile High Hustlers. Appreciate you all coming out. Clay, it's the Leroy Blood, Sweat, and Sales. It's the person that sell at the flea market. He said, "Oh, okay." His question was, "Which of you guys source at the flea market?" Okay, no, I don't know who source at the flea market. I've never been to the flea market to source. Okay, Blood, Sweat, and Sales. All right, cool.
Yeah,
I find it hard. I find
a
it hard
lot
to
of my
source.
eBay stuff.
All
Yeah, I
right.
find it hard to. I find it hard to source at a flea market. Usually they're sellers. It's not a garage sale or something like that. They want value out of the items they have there, so it makes it a little harder to source.
Shout out to Mud and Ridge Finds. Appreciate you coming out. And Pete, sorry about that. I've seen your name a couple of times and didn't give you a shout out. Appreciate you coming out. See, can't say buy a great tool. It's a lifetime purchase versus buying a cheap tool for everyday job. Okay.
I do have another question I didn't get to ask. On the tools, do you clean them at all, or you just as is basically?
I right now I'm trying to get away from cleaning them because I that's a passion.
Mm-hmm.
That's a passion where I actually enjoyed. That's when I get stressed out. I've been cleaning them, and if you go on my TikTok, which is the same as my Instagram, I have videos of me cleaning them and restoring them. And I'd love to do that in the future. I just don't have the time, but I just do quick restorations, like just literally like 5 minutes, and I have buffing wheels and grinders, and I polish and clean them. Yes, to your answer is yes.
Shout out to Cheryl. Thank you for coming through. Middleman trying to get Glass City and to buy a house in Florida. All right. Mike said he don't want no competition in Florida.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
All right, Leroy Instagram. Make sure you go out and subscribe, follow Leroy. So let me show you all the giveaway for tonight, and I'm doing two. One for the Tonight Show and one for the people that made a comment on my video. Let's see, this is a Doom character figure. This is one of the giveaways for the night.
Doom.
All right. Okay, so Chad, if you don't have any questions for Leroy, he definitely was giving gems about how to sell at the flea market and what he do at the flea market with the tools game. We're gonna move on. Anybody see any questions in the chat?
Save here first. Got super chat.
What's going on, Ella? Let's see if I can catch up. Okay. No, that's right. right. Thank you, Ella. Appreciate that. Okay. Yeah, I have seen that. A matter of fact, middleman, my uncle sell pallets of stuff that he buy at the flea market. He buy two pallets, and then he sell that stuff at the flea markets as well. Um, I guess it's some money to be made. Leroy, like on an average, how much you normally get on a weekend, and not trying to get in your pocket, but kind of give us a ballpark figure of like on a good day, what's your average for the weekend, Leroy? Leroy
Oh,
froze
froze
again.
again.
Mm.
Hmm.
Let's see, bring him back. I definitely want to know that. Because I got some ink toner. Got a whole pallet of ink toner. And I was thinking about taking it to the flea market and just sell it for $4 a box just to get rid of it. Or $2 a box.
You
Oh,
said
really?
Mile High sold out again at their flea market today.
Wow. I mean, they had some good stuff because I definitely would have bought those Star Wars figures. I mean,
Yep,
depending
I
on what they were
definitely.
pushing them out for. But they had
Well,
a
for
table
twelve
full of
dollars,
those things. They didn't have to take that to the flea market. They could have called me.
for $12 or $15, even if it's $25 for the spot, it's not really a big deal if you're gonna just throw a pallet out there and say take it all.
Right.
Yeah, plus Mile High and them, they're only paying $5 for their spot at the flea market they go to.
You gotta look at, if you sold on eBay or any place really, you gotta pay fees, right? I mean, the only place that's no fees right now is Facebook, and that's gonna run out here in the next 2 months, I think it is. So
Yeah. I hope he can come back in here. So while we wait on Leroy, let's just go ahead and do the first giveaway. This first giveaway is going to be for the leaving a comment on the video. Now I can tell you, I already pulled a name, so if you trying to go and leave a comment now, it's too late. So let me go ahead and share. Thing is moving super slow. All right, so everybody can see the wheel.
Good to go.
All right, here we go. All in one, you want that? Miss Buffalo.
Rigged.
Yeah, it's you don't want that.
Rigged.
Hey, cash.
you should save on shipping.
All right, we're gonna run it again. Yeah, so for everybody out there in the chat, you have to leave a comment on my video that I drop. Try to drop one once a week, and I add your name to the wheel so that you can participate on Fridays.
That was an awesome pickup this week.
All right. Mud and Ridge Finds. Let's see. Can't even what the heck? All right. All right. So I think we lost Leroy for the night. Yeah, but pop back on having internet issues. Congratulations, Mud and Ridge. Drop me your address in the Instagram, and I'll get this mailed out to you. Also, I think you done it already, that man. So I got to get your item shipped out as well. Still sitting at the shipping table at the warehouse. So I get that stuff mailed out to you all. If you got any questions, go ahead and drop it in the chat. Okay, we did get Leroy back. All right, Leroy. We thought you were gone, man.
Yeah, I was fighting. I was fighting with it.
Okay, so the follow-up question, man, was you know what like what would be a good day for you for sales on a typical weekend?
My numbers are low, guys. So I'm happy with about 350 a day.
350.
About 2 weeks ago, I went out and I did 600 the first day and 450 the next day.
Okay. Okay.
So
All
and
right.
it all depends on what we have for product. If you have stale product, then you're gonna make $200.
So is that money do they look at that type of money the same way they look at the yard sale? Like, you don't have to declare, or how does that work for?
When I do my accounting, my guy, my guy, listen, I did the flea market. This is what I made, and he does his numbers. So I
Okay.
claim, I do claim, I
Okay.
claim what I gotta claim.
All right, cool. What's going on, mama? Hip flipping mama in the house. Appreciate you coming out. Um, that's basically all I want to know, man. I was telling everybody why you left that I have a pallet full of ink toner, and I was thinking about going to the flea market and trying to blow it out for, I say $4, but I would let it go for two if I could get somebody to buy it, per box. Because I'm just sick of it sitting in the warehouse. I took one of the older versions of that particular pallet, and I took it to the Goodwill. So I went back up there like 4 days later because I was looking for a shelf to put into the warehouse for my supplies. And the guy said, "Hey, you the guy brought that ink toner?" I said, "Yeah." He's like, "Man, somebody came and bought that stuff the very next day." I was
Wow.
like, hey, man, it's the way it rolls.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write it off, and he got a good deal. Um, so yeah. If no one in the chat have any more questions for Leroy, we're gonna go ahead and do. Anybody got any show and tell they want to do? I don't have any tonight. I took
I don't
everything
have
over to
any.
the warehouse. I didn't go
Well,
back over there.
I'll cover the tools if you want. You want me to
If
cover
you
the
got
tools?
something to show and tell, that's fine.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's good, bad, and different, to be honest with you. But I'll get it. Right here. It's right behind me. Makes lots of noise. I'm going to do my best because it's kind of heavy and dirty. But, like, this is the box. It's awesome.
Craftsman, yep.
Right? It's like a vintage box. Right where my hand is here, there was a $3 sticker on this at the estate sale. So inside the box, and because I don't know tools that well, but like you got like this Craftsman right here, this little ratchet, right? Socket on the end. turn. Got another one. It's like a what do you call this, Leroy? Tell me.
It's a breaker bar.
Breaker
Swivel
bar,
breaker
right?
bar.
Yeah. Okay. And then a couple of ratchets, right?
Turn that over. Oh my God.
Good or bad?
That you paid how much for that box?
$3.
That's a $50 box right there.
Well, I got it for auction for $49.99 on eBay. Because I don't know anything about it. Then I got a couple of these jammies.
Yeah. Offset.
And then I'm just gonna lift up the box at this point because it's all the rest is sockets in the back. See that there?
Yeah, all crap. That's a nice box.
See all that?
That's all V series too. That's all V series.
I
That's
think
all.
the box is worth like $50. Yes, me.
Yeah, they are. Yep. I put them up for like, I usually put those up for like 39, 40 bucks. I sell my stuff cheap.
So that's my box of funk this week.
Nice. That's a nice box, Mike.
All right. Middleman, give me a call after the show, man. But it won't be about $150. That's for sure.
Well, I got it for $49.99 for auction right now with I think $19.95 shipping because it's heavy as hell. But
you got it for what now?
$49.99 on auction.
Oh, okay.
Anybody looking at it?
I don't really pay attention to eBay that much. I listed it. I think it ends Sunday or Monday, something like that.
Okay.
I don't have tools to show. I do have something to show Tommy though.
Go ahead.
So you know when you used to go to your grandmother's house and she used to have the paper towel, the Kleenex, the little Kleenex boxes. Tommy,
Right.
I picked this up last week.
Wow.
You remember these? They used to sell.
Yeah.
Them in.
Yeah.
Man, I grabbed that in the hotness. I was like, "Yep, I'll take that $2."
Where you
I remember
finding
my
it?
grandma used to have those all over the house.
Where did you find it?
At the flea market.
Oh, okay.
But you remember like you go to your old aunt's house and she'd have a couple of those in different places.
Yeah.
They don't do that stuff no more.
Yeah, that's nice, man. That's nice. So I don't have it. Like I said, I don't have any show and tell tonight. I pretty much took everything to the warehouse yesterday. Wasn't even thinking about to leave a couple items back here to show you all what I picked up for the week. But what I did do was get in a lot of items from online arbitrage. Melinda from one of Robin's, we talk all the time about deals and stuff. And there's one item that she put me on to, and I can't show it, but I can tell y'all it's definitely a good item. I'm going to show it probably in a couple weeks. But I got to check back with her because what I don't like doing is showing people things that somebody else told me about without their permission. And right now, what I want to do is wait till she get her orders up to Amazon and list it. And once that happens, I'm going to show you this item. And I'm telling you this. I thought I had found a good find, but this was an excellent find. And like I said, I'll do it on a show and tell in a couple of weeks from now. I do have one more item, which was one of the same figures that I just showed from Doom that I'm going to do the giveaway, and then we're going to go ahead and close out the show. So let me try to get this wheel back up again. Hopefully I can do it without any issues. All right, let's see. All right. So everyone go ahead and drop a number. Oh, man. Let me take this down. Sorry about that. It's moving slow. Leroy, you there?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. All right, so I need everyone to drop a number in the chat from 1 to 50. And like I said, it will be another action figure like this one from Doom that I'm gonna give away. Um, it's a Mike Farland toy. Everybody knows Mike Farland is known for making some extreme great figures. So go ahead and drop the number in the chat, and then I'm gonna close it out in 1 minute from 1 to 50. Did I do 50? Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
From
you
1
did.
to 50, y'all. Go ahead and drop your number if you want to win it. Once I drop these X's in the chat, that's it. I think I'm gonna drop this coming week. I'm gonna drop my Barbie haul to show you all the Barbies that I picked up. The one place I picked them up from Georgia 400, and then I picked up Barbies from 3 other places. So I want to show y'all my layout of what I picked up. So I think I'm gonna drop that video next week. All right, let's go ahead and do it.
Let's do it.
Uh-oh.
All right, number 4.
4.
Number 4. Close it.
I didn't see 9's like the lowest I see so far.
I see 7.
10, 7, yeah, 7.
7's the closest I
7.
see.
Yeah.
Betty Boop
Okay.
got 7.
Yep.
7 is it.
Yep.
Yeah, no one else even closer than that. 7, good. Betty Boop.
All right. All right. All right. So Betty Boop. Okay. All right, Betty Boop. I think I got your information already, so I get that mailed out to you. So Muddy Ridge Friends and Betty Boop. Y'all make sure y'all get me. Well, Betty Boop, I got your information, but Muddy Ridge, send me your information on Instagram. I get that item mailed out to you. And if that man, coach, you in here, I'm gonna get your stuff sent to you along with Ep.8. I know I told you I was gonna ship it out to you yesterday, EA, but I got busy, man. So I definitely get it out this weekend. But everybody else that won an item, you should have received it by now. I think it was Pamela and can't remember who else that was that won last week. So yeah, let's go around the room. You got anything you want to plug? Go ahead and plug it, and then we're gonna close out the show.
Mess Hall Diggs, follow me Instagram and YouTube. I just lost 7 followers on Instagram, so appreciate you guys dropping out. Didn't need you anyway.
Clean house.
Camo Caravans, my other site. I got some new hats in. I'll probably put some for sale. I'll probably go through Etsy, my Etsy link. That seemed to work out good for the candles. So if you want to support your boy and his dreams of his own restaurant, buy a hat, $25, free shipping.
All right.
I have Sunday nights, 8 o'clock. I don't teach anything. I'm showing you how to incorporate Shopify and use all the platforms available on Shopify that some people don't even like. If I say to you Facebook shop, people are like, oh, marketplace. The answer is no. It's a different entity altogether. So I'm trying to show everybody how to use Shopify. I am no way a professional at it, but I've been using it for a year and a half, and it has increased my business tremendously. So every Sunday I do that 8 o'clock with a couple other people on the panel. I was hoping Buffalo would join us occasionally because he's trying to get into that section. And I think overall, the bottom line for that is the foundation of your own website and your own like warehouse for storing your listings for other locations, just in case they disappear, or some people get cancellations, they don't get relisted, stuff like that. You have to do the listing all over again. It's all sitting on Shopify. You just push it back. So that's what I'm doing every Sunday, 8 o'clock.
All right. Leroy?
I'm once in a while I'll do lives on YouTube. I do post stuff on Instagram. I do have the restoration part of my tools on TikTok. Please check that out. It's really cool to see the 30 seconds. And if anybody ever has any questions about flea markets, I'll even help you look around in your area. I'll put in your zip code and I'll help you, which ones are better for you. If you have any questions with tools or anything like that, I'm not saying I'm going to get back to you right away, but I'll try my best to get back to you. As you guys see, I do have a passion for it. So if I can help somebody get knowledge on it, I will.
All right. All right. So I had a question for you, Leroy, but it's just gone.
Can you please tell she's in the chat, but tell Mrs. Buffalo I said hello, please.
Okay.
Well,
All right. Oh man. Hey, you tuned it back in, bro. You brought it back in, man. I wanted to say I mentioned this on the video when I did my unofficial warehouse video, and I talked about our special guest Leroy. And if you all didn't know who I was talking about, this guy right here, Leroy Blood, Sweat, and Sales, he came down from South Carolina to my warehouse on 2 occasions to do some work for me. And I mean, this guy did some excellent work. I had 2 tables, industrial sized tables, that I had purchased from this one production company that was going out of business. And they let me get these tables. These some heavy duty tables. They let me get these tables basically for free with they had power cords hooked up to it, everything. So these tables will be with me for a while, long as I decide to stay and resell it. But Leroy came down, make quick, long story short, Leroy came down, he checked the tables. He was like, hey, do you want it the same size of the ones you got right here? I didn't know. I mean, I was like, I just wanted a workbench. This guy came in and made almost identical dimensions of the tables that I had to match. If I take those tables and push it up against the workbench that he made, it's the same height. I was like, man, this dude is awesome. And then up top, one of the concerns I had was I have shelves up top, and I didn't want anybody to be working on the floor and something fall off the shelves and hit them. And Leroy was like, I didn't even think about it. Leroy brought it up. He was like, hey, you want me to do something about your shelves up top? And I looked up there. I was like, what's wrong with them? He's like, you don't want something to fall down on them, and I could put this temporary wall up. So this guy built me a wall upstairs to prevent inventory from falling over, causing a warehouse incident or accident. And he built me a workbench. And I mean, this guy, he just went above my expectations of what he was going to do. Very professional work. Something that, I think I probably should have paid him about $300-400 more for, because it's just that quality of work. And I just wanted to, give him his kudos while he's here, and let him know that I appreciate the work that he did for me and the time that he took to come out and take care of that. I mean, he put in some hours. I'm thinking, okay, so he gonna come in and put in 2 hours of work today, then he gonna come back tomorrow. This guy like, no, I'm gonna be here till I finish. And I was like, All right, well, I'll catch you when I come back. But
Hmm.
the guy did excellent work, and I just want to let you all know, if you're in the area, Georgia, South Carolina area, and you need some work done, this guy's the guy to reach out to, because I certify his work. I mean, this table is no balancing issue. It's sturdy. He went out and picked out the right material to put it together, and I'm definitely satisfied with his work. So I just want to let you know that, man, and let people know if they need some of that type work done, man, reach out to you.
Yeah, I'll do shelves and stuff. But all being said, guys, that's why you always have to. You never know what somebody needs, or you never know what you could do for somebody else. Don't always expect don't. I didn't expect anything. Of course I had to get what my hire is worth, but you can't be, don't go over and beyond, because I got a really good friend, because I went out of my way to go and do something to make him happy, and he's a busy guy. So stop being stingy sometimes and go out of your way, and you'll never know, it will come back tenfold. So that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. And so we're gonna go ahead and close out this show. If you're not a subscriber for Buffalo Picker YouTube channel, make sure you go there, like, subscribe, share. I try to put out good, transparent content. Try to throw a little humor in the video as well. So make sure you all check that out. And if you do, leave a comment so that you'll be in the next week drawing. I may start doing gift cards versus giving away action figures or whatever, because I know everybody ain't into that, but I know everybody's into the money. So, or going to get coffee or whatever. So I may start doing that. And I'll tell you right now, it won't be no big bucks, but it'll be something worth, your time. Um, Also, Mike mentioned he have a show on Sunday night. Make sure you check it out. Um, if you're not following, like, subscribe, Mess Hall Diggs. I mean, the guy put out some good content. I'm still waiting for my boy Todd to come back on the scene. Seems like he don't put him on the shelf, but we need Todd back. Uh, so with that being said, I appreciate you all coming out. Y'all could have been 1,000 places tonight, but you chose to come here. I appreciate my special guest, Blood, Sweat, and Sales, Leroy. I'm about to just call you Leroy, but I want people to know you by your handler name as well. Because I'm gonna tell y'all, I don't like y'all calling me Tommy. I'm just gonna put that out there. Call me Buffalo. I love that. Just like Mike, he always like Buffalo. I'll be like, yeah. Mess all did Buffalo. Yeah. Leroy, what's up, Tommy? No, but yeah, I want to let y'all know we definitely appreciate y'all coming out. With that being said, defend the hustle, Buffalo Picker. See you all next week.
See you guys.